Welcome back. Great news, we're finally going to get back to coding after taking a long detour on configuration. So I've already modified the AF applet showing the end result of our notification viewer. We're going to go over the specifics of what was done in just a moment, but first let's take time to see the expected behavior in the finished product. You'll see that I've added two list boxes in the lower right. So what I want to do is anytime we select a tank in the AF tree view, we want it to show in the first list box, we want to show the notification rules associated with that tank. Now, as I click from tank to tank, believe it or not, these are indeed changing, but what has happened is because they're all based on the same template, the list is first getting cleared and then repopulated with the exact same thing. If I click on something that's not a tank, like the tank farm, you'll see that it gets cleared out. And in the next video, we're going to go over the behavior we want to see for the second list box. And that would be when you select on a tank and giving it start time and end time, we're going to click on a notification rule. And what that's going to then do is go out and search and find our notification instances that are associated with that notification rule. So these are the ones for tank 1 low. If I click here, we get a different set for tank 1 high. As we would go from tank to tank and keep changing, we'll get a different set of numbers. So all right then, that should give you an idea of what we want the behavior to be, and then our job is to actually program that. So I'm going to go ahead and close the applet. Don't need that anymore. Let me go ahead and slide my Visual Studio into place. As you see, I've already modified the form. I've added the list boxes for you. If you can't see these big enough, I'm going to pull in a Word document up for your view. And what you will see is that we're going to have two list boxes added. One will be called LB Notification Rules, and the other one will be LB Notification Instances. Now, that's kind of a play on the old notification instances. We're a part of Notifications 2012. However, since we are indeed using Notifications 2016, these instances are actually event frames. So before you get coding, if you wonder, we're going to have to trigger on some type of Windows event. So if you can recall from the last time we were playing with AF Applet, we had programmed the AF Tree View control here to do something when we click on it. So that would be its after select event. Make sure you're on the events, AF Tree View, the events, and you can see after select. And you can double click there, right click, do whatever to get to it. And this brings you the code. Now I've actually already added the code. It's a matter of now uncommenting it. So remember the tree view, something selected in the tree. We try to see, is it an element? And we also then immediately clear the attributes. So this is a good spot where we would also want to clear the list boxes. So almost regardless of what the selection is, we want to clear some things out. Then the next thing we want to say is, well, if that was actually a real element, meaning it's not null, we were going to add things to the attribute list box, but now we're also going to add things to the notification rule list box. Now you'll notice a bunch of red squiggly lines and red mark over here on the right. That's because the compiler is seeing things that don't have names. It's not expecting these. So we got to go up to the top. This is a very common issue, and we're going to add some usings. Again, those have already been added. We're just going to uncomment them. You're going to add notification, event frame, which we're going to need later in the next video, and search also for the next video. So as we come back down to after select, you see the red has gone away. So what we're going to do here is to find the notifications, we're going to say here's the selected element, and we want its dot notification rules, which is that simple. That's going to produce a list to us. And then we populate the notification rules list box with the appropriate items. However, being that is an older Windows form control, it's expecting it to be an array, not a list. So a simple dot to array takes care of the trick. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and save this and run it through the debugger, make sure it does what we think it should be doing. So all we need to do in this test is we're checking out the first main list box that we're at. So we click tank 1, and lo and behold, that's what we've got. We have our templates appearing. If we switch back to something that's not a tank, it goes away. Our test was successful. Kind of boring, admittedly. So the fun part will be the next list box. We're going to be grabbing the very specific instances, and that information will change each time. So maybe that'll be more fun. That does it for now. We will see you in the next video.